Welcome. Let us take a few minutes to review the progress of the Eastern Pennsylvania's United Methodist Church's racial justice transformation process. With the Call to Action Report for Annual Conference 2021. Let's begin.
The Eastern Pennsylvania's United Methodist Church's racial justice transformation process has three integrated components, which are awareness, advocacy, and advancement. Awareness goal is changing minds resulting in engagement. Advocacy's goal is changing hearts resulting in action. And advancement's goals is changing behaviors resulting in accountability. The Eastern Pennsylvania's United Methodist Church's racial justice transformation process intentionally engages and equips congregations, clergy, ministry candidates, and staff in seeking inclusion and equity while serving their communities. This approach assumes that transformation begins by changing minds, changing hearts, and changing behaviors. The purposeful integration of these aspects creates opportunity for changing systems.
In awareness, spaces are created so that difficult conversations about race are engaged productively with progressive capacity and understanding. To this end, in 2020-21, we focused on awareness through training, summits, discussions, and book studies. Topics included but not limited to dismantling racism, intercultural competency, implicit bias, emotional intelligence, trauma, empowerment, and white privilege. In advocacy, we seek to break the denial, move toward acceptance, and appreciate differences as we move toward authentic cultural proficiency. Awareness must lead to anti-racist work in our communities, advocating for equity in our communities. To this end, in 2020-2021, we focused on the development of a Fight for Floyd movement structured around community policing, education reform, and community development, the formation and funding stream for Delaware Valley Justice for Our Neighbors, and all conference staff evaluations being updated for 2021 to include measures of intercultural competency.
In advancement, awareness and advocacy meet. Awareness and advocacy must lead to advancement and evidence of shared decision-making power, where people of color have more opportunities to serve, where their voices are heard and their opinion are valued. In addition, there must be clear metrics set by people of color for the annual conference. To this end, in 2020-2021, focus has been on greater financial equity in employment opportunities, appointment making, and equal pay for equal work across the board, an emphasis and intentionality to increase the number of viable and sustainable Black, Korean, and Latino churches and ministries in Eastern Pennsylvania Conference, efforts to create access to apply and receive grants such as Metro and Urban Ministry grants and Narberth funding for Justice Ministry.
The Eastern Pennsylvania United Methodist Church racial justice transformation process is guided by the principles of inclusion and equity. The process lives in the congregations, clergy, ministry candidates, conference leaders, staff, and laity. The outcomes are evident in churches, districts, conference boards and committees, and parish communities. It operates by creating opportunities for engagement and equipping by changing minds, changing hearts, and changing behaviors through building relationships that change systems. The process engages in difficult conversations about race that lead to progressive understanding and changed behaviors. We look forward to the continued work of racial justice with everyone.